Guy's over here watching me. How you doing today?
Hey, buddy, can I help you?
No, I don't need any help. Who are you?
I work here.
You work here?
Credit card hanging out of your pocket.
Oh, okay, thanks. You work here?
Yeah.
Oh, what's your name?
Why? Who are you?
Oh, no, you came up to me. I'm just asking.
Wondering, you're in a private lot. I'm just wondering what's going on.
There's no signs making this private.
Okay.
This is public property here, right?
Yes.
Right? Okay.
I'm just wondering why.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're going to watch a routine filming session turn into a tense standoff. It starts calmly. An auditor introduces the location and purpose, but the energy shifts the moment a detective approaches. What begins as a simple exchange quickly becomes a test of authority and rights, with both sides probing each other. You can already feel that this isn't going to stay casual for long.
Taking pictures of the cars and that.
Yeah, just taking video and picture of the car, exactly. I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story that I'm working on. Okay. You're not going to tell me who you are? I would just like to know who I spoke to since you work for the police department here.
I am. I'm a detective. I work here.
You're a detective? Can I get your name?
What,
I just looking for your name, that's all. I mean,
just wondering what's going on. That's it.
yeah, and I'm just wondering what your name is. That's all, really. Just because you talked to me, and I like to know who I spoke with, especially because you're a police officer making contact with me.
Yeah.
So I think
I'm just wondering why you're taking pictures of our police cars in our lot here.
I just told you that I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story,
Okay.
but. Again, I would like to know who I spoke to since you are a police officer who made contact with me, a detective. So if I can get your name and shield number, I would appreciate it.
Okay, can I get your name?
Well, here's where things start tightening. The auditor asks a simple question, "Who are you?" But the detective hesitates. That hesitation fuels suspicion, and the conversation shifts from curiosity to accountability. The auditor stays composed but firm, pressing for transparency, while the detective circles back to questioning him instead. This is the first real clash of expectations, and neither side is backing down.
Well, no, I'm a member of the public, and I don't want to have to identify myself to you. But as a public employee, you should identify yourself to the public. That's all. Just because I didn't come up to you asking you what your name was randomly. You made contact, and I just want to know. I don't see what's the big deal. It's public information, right?
Okay, I'm just wondering why you're filming.
But you keep wondering that, and I've answered that question, but I keep wondering what's your name so I can know who I spoke to, and you're not giving me your name. I don't understand why. Why wouldn't you?
I'm just.
But you're not
watching you wander through the lot, taking pictures of.
Unless you
cars.
identify yourself to me, you could be lying. I don't know you're a police officer. Just because you have a gun on your hip, that doesn't mean you're a police officer. Anybody could put a gun
You're
on.
lying about who you are. You're telling me you're an independent journalist.
I'm not the one carrying a gun. There's a difference. If I was carrying a gun, I'm sure you'd want to know who I was, right?
Okay.
Is that not fair? You
Give
would.
me a second.
All right, well, I'm going to keep on about my business, all right? So, this detective here.
Now it escalates into a sharper confrontation. The auditor flips the script, questioning the detective's legitimacy and pointing out that a badge and a weapon alone don't prove authority. That line hits hard, and you can see the tension peak. Instead of resolving it, the detective disengages, walking away without clarity, leaving the interaction unresolved and the stakes even higher.
Did not want to identify himself, yet he wants to come over here with his gun and figure out what I'm doing, but yet you can't identify yourself to me. I don't understand. So we got the license plate over here. Hey, how are you?
What are you doing? Can I help you?
No, I don't need any help. Can I get your name and badge number, though?
No, you cannot. Can I help you?
I can't get your name and badge number,
No,
ma'am?
what are you doing in the back parking lot?
I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story, ma'am.
Okay, about what?
I don't want to release that information until it's published.
Okay, well, there's no reason for you to be in the back lot. It's police department and employees only.
Ma'am,
in the back lot.
that's not true. There is.
This is police parking
Can I show you the signs?
and village parking only.
Yeah.
Yes, it's village employee parking only.
Yeah. I'm not parking, ma'am. I'm walking.
Village employees only.
Ma'am, I would ask that you use a little bit of de-escalation.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Because you
ask
came in
to
kind of
leave the
hot.
back lot.
You came in kind of hot.
I'm going to ask you to
This
leave
is
the back lot.
this is public property.
No, it is not public property. This is private property. There are police vehicles back here.
That doesn't make that. What law is that? What law means?
It's a village code. It is private property.
Can you
There are
articulate
police
that code for
vehicles
me?
back here. Off the top of my head, no. I can go.
Just when things seem to cool off, a second officer steps in, and the tone shifts instantly. She comes in assertive, claiming the area is private property. The auditor pushes back, questioning the basis of that claim. This moment is key because the conversation moves from identity to legality, and the disagreement becomes more structured and more intense.
Go inside and get it.
Can I get you? Can you stop covering your name and badge number? Can I get you? How am I supposed to respect your authority if I don't know who you are? Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Name is Booty, badge number 227.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for identifying yourself as a law enforcement officer. I appreciate that.
He told me he was doing a report.
How you doing today, sir?
Good, what's up, man?
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Sure,
Irvine?
16.
16?
216.
216. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Court clerk and apply for a filming permit.
Pum.
Pompilio Shield 28. I'm sorry.
The pressure builds as the auditor demands specifics. What law? What code? The officer insists rules are being broken, but struggles to explain them clearly on the spot. That gap creates friction. The auditor remains calm but persistent, forcing the issue into the open. It's no longer about filming. It's about whether authority can justify itself under scrutiny.
Thank you for identifying
So
yourself.
you need to go upstairs
Appreciate
to
that.
the second floor to the clerk's office
Yeah.
and apply for a permit to film.
Why would I? It's freedom. I have freedom of the
It
press.
is not freedom of press. This is private property. It's fenced off.
This is not fenced off.
It says authorized personnel only.
No, that's, you just,
If you are filming on village property,
you literally just lied.
excuse me, I'm not lying. If
That's
you
not
are-
what that
let me
sign
finish.
says.
It's fenced off, correct? Do you see the fence back
There
there?
is no fence here,
There
ma'am.
doesn't need to be a fence here in the event we have to get out in an emergency. It is fenced off on the perimeter.
Yeah.
If you are filming on village property,
Yeah.
you must get a permit for videoing.
What law is that?
That's a village code.
Okay, calm
So
down.
you can go upstairs to the second floor,
Yeah.
and you could apply for a permit to be videotaping on village property.
The First Amendment gives me the right to film in
Not-
public.
Not on village property. It is a village code, a
Village-
village of Larchmont code.
If you're going to be enforcing code on me, I would like to know the code,
You
please.
Go upstairs and speak to the clerk.
But you're telling me that
I'm telling you
yeah.
that you have to have a permit
Yeah.
to videotape in the village
according
of
to
Larchmont.
according to
the
a law.
village of Larchmont.
Now the claim becomes serious. You need a permit to film. That statement changes everything. The auditor immediately brings in constitutional rights, turning the argument into a broader legal debate. You can feel both sides digging in. The officer relies on local authority, while the auditor leans on fundamental rights. This is where the conflict truly takes shape.
Code. It's
Code.
not a law. It is a code.
Okay, and you cannot articulate what code that
You have
is.
to go upstairs and get it.
Okay, so are you giving me a lawful order to leave?
Yes, I'm telling you, you cannot videotape on village property without a permit. Even if you were making a commercial or you're filming a movie, any videotaping in the village of Larchmont, you must apply for a permit
On public property.
on public property.
Okay.
This is public property. It belongs to the village of Larchmont.
Yeah.
There are police vehicles and other things that are not accessible to the public here on this property. In order to videotape anything on Larchmont village property, anywhere in the village of Larchmont, you must apply for a permit.
Where are you getting that? Where are you getting that information from, Sergeant?
Our code, our village code.
The one you don't know.
Give me a second and I will get it for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
The auditor asks a direct question. Is this a lawful order? That's a turning point. The officer avoids a clear answer, sticking to her position. Meanwhile, the detective finally identifies himself, but it feels late. The focus is now on authority versus accountability, and the lack of a straight answer only adds more tension to the situation.
Can I get your name, please? Now?
Detective Hammond.
Detective what?
Hammond.
Hammond. Thank you. Thank you.
Shield 101.
Shield 101. Thank you, Detective. I'm going to stand over here on a public easement, just in case I was given a lawful order, apparently. So
What's your name? First name? Oh, how can I?
you've been very cool with me. My first name's Sean. Yeah. Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you, sir.
Filming, Village Code 57-1. Subdivision 2, no filming shall be conducted on public property without prior approval of the Village of Larchmont Board of Trustees. So you cannot film on our property without prior approval.
That's interesting, because it's public property, but that's interesting. I mean, I'm not doubting your code that you're reading.
Public property within the Village of Larchmont, you must obtain prior approval.
Here comes the moment everyone was waiting for. The code is read out loud. It states that filming requires prior approval, even on public property. The auditor reacts immediately, calling it unconstitutional. This is a critical turning point because the disagreement is no longer abstract. It's now tied to a specific rule that both sides interpret very differently.
Approval by the Village of Larchmont Board of Trustees.
That code is completely
It
unconstitutional.
is not unconstitutional. It is a village code. Village boards are allowed to constitute their own codes.
Ma'am,
That's what this
freedom
is.
of press means that there's no
You need to
restrictions
go
on it.
upstairs to the court clerk's office
I will be going
and
up there. I will
so
be
you
going
can
up
do
there.
that now.
I will be going up there. I will. This is definitely not your property. This is a public
You
easement.
can go upstairs and apply for a permit to videotape.
Yeah. So I just want to clarify. So anywhere I go in this city, I have to have a permit to film. Just for clarification.
You must have a permit.
Yeah.
Whether you are on public property or private property within the Village of Larchmont.
Okay.
It's
So
our
even
village code.
from what I have the right to film the police from New York State law.
You are not allowed in the back parking lot on public property
Mm-hmm.
to film without prior approval by the Board of Trustees.
Okay.
If you are filming commercial in your private residence, you must apply for a permit.
That's interesting. That's in direct violation of the
It
Constitution.
is the village code. The village is allowed to have their own code. If you have an issue
They can-
with it, you can take it up with the village.
I will. No,
code.
they can have their own code, but they can't have a code that violates the Constitution that you took an oath to,
You
ma'am.
take it up with the village clerk.
You-
I follow the rules of New York State and the village that I work in.
You should-
That is a code
But the
here
number one
in
rule you
Village
should
of
follow is the
Larchmont.
Constitution. You didn't take an oath
You
to
go
the
upstairs and
codes.
talk to the
You
village
did.
clerk.
The claim expands even further. A permit is required everywhere in the village. That's a bold statement, and the auditor doesn't let it slide. He challenges the logic, highlighting how broad and restrictive that sounds. This moment raises the stakes significantly, turning a local dispute into a bigger question about rights and overreach.
I understand, but you didn't take an oath to the.
Stop videotaping in the back parking lot. You have to go upstairs.
I'm not even in your I'm not even in your parking lot.
Back parking lot.
No, I'm currently not. This is a public easement where I'm
This
at right
is not
now.
a public easement. This is property of the Village of Larchmont. You must go upstairs to continue filming to the clerk's office and obtain permission by the Board of Trustees in order to continue videotaping on public property belonging to the Village of Larchmont.
I can't even believe those words are coming out of your
Okay,
mouth.
well, it's in the village code. You can go upstairs and talk.
I'll be getting a copy of that. Yeah.
All right, you go upstairs and talk to the clerk.
I will, ma'am. I will. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys coming out.
No problem. Have a good day.
Thanks. Take it easy. Thanks.
Have a good day, man.
You too. You too. I'll definitely be fighting that code because
Okay, so
it's
go upstairs
unconstitutional.
and speak to the clerk.
Ma'am,
Continue
respectfully.
the video in the back lot. And
Ma'am.
I asked you to stop videoing.
Ma'am.
To the back parking lot.
Ma'am, I'm definitely on a public sidewalk right now. So if are you telling me you're going to arrest me if I?
I never said arrest. I asked you to go up to see the court clerk. Don't put words in my mouth.
Okay.
I asked you to go
I'm not.
see the court, not the court clerk, the village clerk
Yeah,
to get permission to videotape. I'm asking you nicely to stop videotaping.
Now the tension peaks again as the auditor asks the ultimate question. Are you going to arrest me? The officer avoids committing, keeping things in a gray area. That uncertainty keeps the pressure high. The auditor stays planted, refusing to back off, while the officer maintains authority without taking decisive action.
You haven't been nice since you got in here. Can I ask you a question, ma'am? Oh, and then I'll go up there.
No, I'm not answering any more questions. I'm telling you to go see the
Well, I'm going to ask you anyway.
I'm not answering any more
I'm going to ask you
questions.
anyway. What happens when you violate a code? What are the repercussions for violating Larchmont Village? Yes.
It is actually an arrest.
It's an arrestable offense.
You get a DAT and you have to appear in court on the
Can you give me one of those?
I'm not giving you an arrest ticket right now, no.
But I'm not.
I'm giving you a warning to go see the court clerk.
I would like an arrest ticket.
We don't give them out when people ask for them.
So I'm continuing to film. I'm breaking the code. So if you're saying that I can't film, I'm on a public sidewalk. Let me make that very clear. I'm on a public sidewalk. And if it's against the code for me to film.
You are filming into the back lot where there is police apparatus.
So
I've
ma'am.
asked you multiple times to go see
I understand that, ma'am. So I would invite you to write me up on the code, ma'am. I would invite you to do that because it's unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional, ma'am. It's unconstitutional, and I would invite you to write me up on it.
Village property.
I am not. I am not. I am not even on village property anymore.
Well, the sidewalk technically belongs to the village.
It technically belongs to the people, ma'am.
It doesn't belong to the people.
This is where the auditor goes all in. He openly invites enforcement. Write the ticket. Make the arrest. It's a bold move, shifting the burden entirely onto the officers. By doing this, he forces them to either act or reconsider. The confidence in his stance adds weight to the moment, making it one of the most intense parts of the encounter.
Ma'am, I'm gonna try and be reasonable here. It's not against you, it's against that code, and I'm gonna continue to film what I could see from public.
Stop videotaping into the police lot.
Ma'am, I'm not gonna stop doing that because this is unconstitutional.
I'm going to ask you to go see the village clerk to obtain a permit to continue videotaping.
Ma'am, I'm gonna stick up for what I believe in here. I believe in the Constitution. I believe in freedom of press. So if you need to write me, if you need me, if you would like to, you can arrest me or write your ticket of arrest, whatever that is. I invite you to do that. Whatever you need to do. I'm not moving from here, ma'am. I'm not moving from here. You would be violating my constitutional rights, so I'm inviting you to do that if you so choose. But that would be a violation. You will lose qualified immunity, and I will have litigation for this village of Larchmont, ma'am. I'm not going to stop videoing what I can see from public. That's ridiculous. This is public. I'm not going to start videoing.
I'm asking you to stop videotaping.
I'm telling you no, ma'am. I'm telling you no.
I'm telling you that there's police apparatus back here.
I'm telling you no.
I'm asking you to stop videotaping.
I'm telling you no, ma'am. I'm politely refusing. I'm refusing that request. That is an unlawful order. I'm not going to be bullied out of my constitutional rights. I invited you to write up your ticket, arrest me, whatever you'd like to do, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stand right here on public sidewalk, filming.
The standoff reaches its peak. The auditor refuses to move, calmly but firmly rejecting what he calls an unlawful order. He repeats his position, standing his ground without escalating physically. The repetition isn't random. It reinforces his stance. This is the moment where both sides are fully locked in, and something has to give.
The police, filming what I can see from public. It's my constitutional right that you guys swore an oath to. You didn't swear an oath to that code, ma'am.
Actually, when we took our oath, it was to the Constitution of the State of New York.
Yeah.
And to the codes of the Village of Larchmont.
Oh, okay. So if you took an oath, honor your oath. Do it.
I'm giving you a warning. So
I don't want a warning, man.
Well, guess what? I have discretion, and I'm using my discretion not to issue you a DAT. I'm asking you to leave.
Okay.
To go apply for a permit through the village.
I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not leaving, ma'am. I'm making that clear. I'm not leaving. Public sidewalk. Not breaking any laws. Will not be leaving. This guy knows. He's been nodding the whole time. He knows. He honors his oath. There you go. I found one. There you go. He honors his oath. He honors his oath. He's been nodding. If you go back, he's been nodding and smiling the whole time because he honors his oath. This sergeant is complete tyrant. Complete tyrant. We're not going to back down from her.
But a subtle shift happens here. One officer appears to agree silently, nodding along. The auditor notices and calls it out, highlighting the difference between officers. This changes the dynamic. It's no longer one unified front. The tension softens slightly, and you can sense that the situation might be turning.
Lawful order for her codes.
You understand the concern here. We're walking through a lot. We have no idea who you are. You're taking pictures of...
I told you my first name. I told you my purpose. I told you my job. I've informed you about the law and the Constitution of the United States.
All I'm telling you is you can see the concern that we're...
I can't see the concern, sir. It's the middle of daylight, and you guys, I have 2 cameras on me, a body camera, and you know, I don't see your concern. You guys have, there's 4 guns between you guys. Where's your concern? I know you, I mean, I don't have a gun, sir. So you guys have, where would you be concerned in this? How does that factor in logically? How would you be concerned when you guys have the weapons? Because I have a right to. I'm a journalist working on a story. I have a right to. You can't impede my rights. Even that village code, I've invited you guys to enforce that. If you guys want to do your job, do your job. But that's not your job. You'd be violating my rights here today. That's not, and I don't know. So I mean, I hope you don't. I would hope not, sir. I would hope not. At first, you wouldn't even tell me who you were at first, sir. What's up with that? Where's the transparency? You walked away from me without even identifying yourself. That's not right.
Other police personnel that come out here because I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are. I don't.
I identified myself.
Hopefully they do not violate my rights by writing me an arrestable ticket for simply filming in public. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing here. They're concerned, but yet they're the ones with the weapons. I don't understand that at all. There's no signs marking this restricted in any way. It says vehicles. I'm not in a vehicle. Yeah, sure.
Do you plan on ever getting permits? Or
No.
Just wondering.
No. I'm not going to get a permit to film in public.
Okay.
No.
Just asking.
No.
Is anyone else? Is this similar to anything else, like any other village codes?
No. I've never run across a village code that is in direct a violation of the Constitution like this.
Like for state parks, when they have, you know, when I used to work there, they had
State
this was
where?
for commercial activities. This
Yeah.
is considered commercial.
Yeah.
Right. So I was wondering.
What you said state what?
Like when I worked at the state parks, commercial
Okay.
activity was required. I'm not saying
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
No. Yeah, probably they could regulate commercial, like if I was shooting a movie or something like that. Yeah. If you're shooting, if you're shooting like a movie or something, but I'm an investigative journalist,
Right.
so that's freedom. That falls under freedom of the press, which can't be violated in any way. So that's why I'm inviting your sergeant. She read me her code, and I understand that, but I'm inviting her to arrest me on that code, so that way, because when she does, I can then take it to court and get that code changed, because that's in direct violation of the Constitution, and that's what I'm really here to do. I'm here to make sure. No. I plan on it, but your sergeant's making a big deal right now about me leaving, so I have to stand my ground to show her that I'm not going to leave because I have a right to do what I'm doing, and you know, I've offered her to enforce her code, you know, and that's all. I'm just gonna peacefully exercise my rights here, sir. That's all. I'm gonna stand up for what I believe in.
Nothing wrong with that.
Thank you. You've been very cordial to me the whole time, and I appreciate that, sir. Thank you. We're gonna stand out here on the public sidewalk and wait for that walk of shame from this sergeant, the drive off of shame, because she deserves it. You all watching this video deserve to see this tyrant drive away from here without any sort of legal repercussion to me, because she's a tyrant. She's trying to violate my rights, threatening me with village codes for simply being on public property. So I'm inviting her to do it. I'm inviting her to violate my rights, because there will be legal action taken if she does. These officers right here honor their oath. Very good officers. I'll be putting in commendations to both of them. Very good. Complete tyrant. Looks like her threats didn't work today, guys. Her threats and bullying. Wow. Some sergeant they got there. I appreciate you, what you guys do. I want to shake your hands. Thank you.
I'll shake your hand. I'm all right, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pleasure meeting
You have a good one. Thank you. Thank
Good
you.
luck with your investigation.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I found one.
Try and have a good day anyway.
Yeah, all right. I will. Thank you. Stay safe out there, guys.
I'm trying.
All right. Yeah. All right. We're going to get out of here. The point was proven.
Now the pressure starts to ease. The auditor continues explaining his position, while the officers remain calm and less confrontational. The earlier intensity fades as it becomes clear that enforcement isn't happening. The so-called authority behind the threat begins to weaken, and the moment transitions from confrontation to quiet resolution.
He didn't do anything for me filming in public. These officers were very cordial. So it's treasurer, taxes, water department.
You got business in here? You got business in here? You need something? I'm asking, you got something in here? You need something?
Who are you?
I'm the maintenance guy. I'm asking you, you got business in here?
What does the maintenance guy have to do with me, my business?
Because if you're not in, if you don't have no business, you don't belong in the building.
I got.
You don't have any business.
I don't want to. Can you calm down? Can you calm down and step away?
Hey, no,
Please.
so we're closed for business right now. We're under construction, so there's no public beyond the point out here in the lobby.
But there's a sign.
Yeah, there's a sign.
Calm down, guy.
Hey, you don't belong in the building, you don't got business.
I do have
Take
business.
it up.
Don't tell me what my business is. You should get back to work.
Right here, sir. So
Yeah, let me see the
we're
sign.
closed the sign's right there on the wall. Access beyond this point for village business only. It's supposed to be here as well, so it fell down. So if you need
okay.
something, you can wait in the lobby. We can help you right away. But we're under construction, so.
Yeah, I wanted to speak with somebody regarding a village code that an officer just brought to my attention.
Okay. So if you want to sit in the lobby and.
But can you see why I went back there? There is no sign saying that.
We're under construction.
But
You can see them.
you're telling me that there is no public access past this
Correct.
entryway.
The same, that sign there.
Yeah.
The same for right here.
Okay.
This is the public space right here.
Okay,
All right.
great.
So just hang tight.
Sure, I'll wait in
specific
here.
Question.
I just had a code about. I had a question about a code that I was recited by the. That was recited by a sergeant of Larchmont Police Department,
Okay.
saying that I needed permission to film.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to somebody about that.
Okay.
Because I think it's in direct violation of the U.S. Constitution with freedom of press. I'm an
Great.
investigative
So
journalist.
Why don't you review the code online? You can
Yeah.
make your interpretation. You can schedule a time to come in, and we can talk about whatever you feel you need to talk
Yeah, can I schedule a time now to come back?
about. Sure. Let me just see if Brian has a calendar open. We'll
Sure.
Probably be sometime next week because we're in the midst of construction.
Okay, great. I'd love to set a time to talk.
Brian, how's the calendar look for next week? Thursday open next week? All right, sir. So we can do Friday. Next Friday around 10.
Friday
Send
around
us an
10.
email with your credentials and what the question is, and then we can talk with you.
Already advised him that as part of village code,
Yeah,
you have to apply for a permit to videotape on village property.
exactly. And it's easily accessible. If it's commercial purposes, it's one fee. If you're a student, there's no fee. But we just need some paperwork and some credentials. No big deal.
Yeah, but the credentials is provided by the United States Constitution by freedom of press.
Okay.
I don't need to provide credentials of anything. We all have freedom of press, and I'm just gathering content to disseminate to the public. Just like I've told the sergeant already, if it's against the code, I would like to be charged with that code, so that way I can take this up in the proper channels, which would be courtroom.
We want to facilitate, not hinder anyone.
Yeah,
So what
great.
I would suggest
Well,
is
that code
read the
hinders
Well,
people.
You've never read it yet, right? So
She read it to me.
Okay.
She read it to
so
me.
Again, if you're allowed to videotape your world, like you can wear a GoPro and walk around and do what you want to do. But if you're gonna like use this building or use this in any production or anything further than just your own log of life, then you do need a permit for that. And
Yeah,
it's village property,
but
residence
no
business
one
property.
is. Yeah, but no one is saying that I'm making a movie or anything or a commercial of anything. I'm an investigative journalist,
Okay.
gathering content to disseminate to public.
He's also in the back lot videotaping all the cars and
Yeah.
everything in the back lot, and he explained to me
Whatever I
that
can see from public, I can
although there is not
videotape.
a gate here, it
It's
is
private
gated in,
property,
it is
yeah.
private property.
Right.
It's
So
not
you
private
can- you're the
property.
public right away, you can do whatever you need to do from the streets to sidewalks.
How can a government agency be private? It doesn't make any sense. It's an oxymoron. You're saying that it's
Because
private
there
property,
are-
but yet
it
it's
is
a
public
government
property,
agency.
But it's not accessible to the public. There are
It is accessible to the
And
public,
thing is,
ma'am.
As I explained to you earlier, there are police vehicles and apparatus for the fire department and other things housed in the lot.
Yeah.
You cannot enter from the park. That's why there's a gate there. So
Uh-huh.
it's only for personnel of the village. You cannot come into the lot and walk around.
Yeah.
There's a
Well,
sign
well,
there.
ma'am, this would be Larchmont property as well, right?
Yes,
The building I'm
you're
in.
not allowed to videotape inside
So,
the building.
I'm asking
without
you-
prior-
let me
finish, prior approval.
I'm listening.
Of the board of trustees. That is what the
I don't.
village code
I will let you know that I will let you know right now. I do not have any approval from anybody in the board of trustees, and I'm
understand that.
continuing to
I
film.
understand that you want me to make the arrest. I'm telling you that I have discretion. I'm giving you a warning.
Smart move. Smart move.
And I am choosing not to make the arrest today.
That's very smart of you, Sergeant. Thank you.
Okay.
Very
So
smart.
I'm going to ask you to leave the building.
Are you under threat of arrest? Are you telling me to leave the building?
No, I'm asking you to leave the building.
But I don't understand. You're asking me or are you telling me? There's a difference. I want to get the law down. You're a law enforcement officer. I just want to make sure that we're clear on the law here, right?
Now we're closed to the public because we're under construction.
You said pass there.
This is if this was a blue sky day where we weren't doing any work, this would be the area of which you would come in if you needed help and figure out what's going on. And if you needed a particular department, we bring it to the department and then you leave. Obviously, with COVID concerns, I appreciate you wearing your mask. And then we're doing some work here in the building, and we just can't have you wandering around and so forth. So if you need something, if you need a parking permit, you want to pay a ticket.
Well, I'm
there's something
gathering
you need.
content for a story. That's what I need. So I'm going to be in the public areas of this building, gathering content for my story. If you tell me that I can't go past there and I can't go past there because it's restricted.
Just told you that there are other
Can I get your name too? I didn't get your
My
name.
name's Justin Bettino. I'm the
Justin
building
Bettina, Windows Administrator.
So the idea here is if you need help, if you need something, we're
Yeah.
going to gather it. But other than that, we're not open to the public. So
Uh-huh.
you're
Can't be
gonna
up
have to-
here.
out of this, out of the building, we've got boxes everywhere. We're working on stuff.
Yeah.
So if you need something, I'll give you a permit form. If you need a calendar, I don't know what.
But
you need.
respectfully, sir, that if the doors are open and this is a public building, that means you are open to the public. Sir.
Right, to help someone, and then they're on their way.
Or if
So
somebody's
can't hang out
conduct.
here.
I'm
No
not.
loitering.
This
You're
is
not
not.
allowed to
I have a
do
purpose here, sir. That means that wouldn't be loitering. I have a purpose here. I'm not just standing around.
According to who?
According to the United States
Freedom of
freedom of press, I'm gathering content for a story in a public place.
Yes, I understand you can gather your content, but the Village of Larchmont Code clearly states.
I understand that.
157-1.
I understand that.
That you cannot videotape.
I am challenging that code, ma'am. That's what I'm doing here today.
Okay,
I'm
so
challenging
then
that code.
I suggest that you file a FOIL request with the village, obtain a copy of that code,
Yeah.
and then you can.
I'm sure I
challenge
can get it
that.
online. But what better way for you to enforce the code? I'm telling you to. You're telling me about a code that you're not even enforcing, ma'am. I'm asking you
Because
to.
I have discretion.
Okay.
I'm choosing at this
And
point
all
in
I'm
time
asking you now,
to ask
so you're.
you to cease videotaping
Okay.
in the building.
Okay, I'm not going to cease videotaping. If you're ordering me to leave the building, I will leave the building. If you're ordering me to leave the building.
He can wait in the lobby if he likes.
You can wait downstairs
The lobby
in the lobby.
is open to the public. You can wait in the lobby.
This is not open to the public because of COVID restrictions.
Right. So you feel free to wait in the lobby.
It
downstairs.
sure is open. This says access beyond this point for village business only. Right? That's the sign.
I'm
And
revising that for you, sir. If you'd like
okay,
to sit
so
down, if
you're
you'd like to
changing
sit down,
you're changing the restriction of public.
I'm trying to accommodate you.
Okay.
You need space to gather your information, and I want.
Just when it seems over, a second round begins inside the building. A maintenance worker challenges him, followed by a more structured conversation with staff. The same issue resurfaces: permits, codes, and rights, but this time with less aggression. Eventually, the officer chooses discretion over enforcement, issuing a warning instead. The situation ends without escalation, closing the loop on a tense but controlled encounter. If you found this breakdown valuable, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.